Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Bonnets Brunch. We are here on this Saturday
Greetings.
afternoon, prime brunch time. I am Aaliyah.
I'm
I'm
Dana.
Javelle.
We waited too long. I'm Dana.
And I'm Javelle, aka Vale, aka Machiavelli, aka Dripavelli.
Okay. All right.
Drip.
So we're back for our last and final version of Allow Us to Reintroduce Ourselves Part 3. And I'm the suspect this time. So
Isn't that exciting?
no, it's not.
It's gonna be so
Y'all
fun.
actually made me kind of nervous. Like I was cool up until now. So
Well, I guess we can go ahead and get things started. How was you guys this week? What's new? What's the tea? Anybody piss you off? Who'd you
Mine's
curse
been
out?
good. Mine's been good. I don't got work all week next week, so that's a blessing.
You lucky as hell.
me either. I'll have class all week, a whole week. I really took that for granted. I'm very excited that we have the whole week off.
Yeah,
Y'all
that's
are so
basically
lucky.
it. How's your week?
My week was good. I have to tell y'all how black men have been coming through for me lately.
Oh,
That's different.
Right.
Little switch up. So y'all know how I park illegally all the time.
Mhm.
Right. So it's just like the way like campus is designed, even if you come early, like there's no parking, you're gonna spend like an hour, like 30 minutes to 45 minutes looking for parking, and then you're still gonna end up being late. So I just be like, fuck it, I'm gonna park illegally. You can give me a ticket if you want, but like whatever, like I need to be on time. So earlier in the day, this was yesterday, I had parked illegally and I saw parking services, but like I just really wasn't in the mood. So I was just like, whatever, like I'll deal with them later. So I came back out hours later, my car was fine. So then I went to park on another side of campus because I needed to access another building. And again, I parked illegally because they just don't have adequate parking on this
Right.
campus. The school will remain unnamed. So I'm in the building for a couple hours, and then I come back out and I see like parking services and the tow man like at my car. So I'm like hauling ass, like, no, like that's my car. And so the black guy was with parking services, so he told the tow man, he was like, all right, man, like you can go, like I got it. And he was like, ma'am, is this your car? And I was like, yes, it's my car. And he was like, okay. He was like, so earlier today, I seen you park on the other side of campus illegally, but I ain't say nothing because you look like you was in a rush. He was like, 3 months ago, I gave you a boot right over there. And I was like, I remember getting that boot. And he was like, and today, he was like, I sat out here like waiting for you to come. Like I didn't want to have to tell you. He was like, but he was like, now since I know what your car looked like, and, you know, we've met and I know who you are, like I'll look out when I can. But like you really need to try to park somewhere else. He's like, but if I see your car and if I can help it, like I'll look out for you. And I was like, thank you, because I just be in a rush, and I'm
just trying to learn.
I really do not be trying to like. I really do not be. I be bucking the system. I really don't care about them parking services rules.
That's
but yeah,
real.
he just came through, so now I'm good.
With you. He's good in your books.
That was different. Look at niggas looking out.
How was yours, Dana?
It was cool. Same old. Now that got me thinking about, I'm probably gonna take PTO like from Wednesday to Friday. Because who wants to be at work?
What days do you have to work next week?
I want to say the only day we're off is Thanksgiving. Like company holiday. But I don't know. This is my first holidays with this company, so who knows? But yeah. So I think in the last episode, we kind of just hopped straight into the questions. We forgot to kind of break down like the bring into the table aspect. I could be wrong, but whatever. So each week we bring something to the table. And this week, as Aaliyah said earlier, we will be asking her mind-blowing questions. during
Mind-blowing.
during this segment. So, y'all ready to just hop right on in there? Let's jump into the grease from the pan to the fire.
One moment.
Oh, alrighty then.
Okay.
Never mind. Oh, let's just. Oh, somebody's commenting. Hey, Mimi Blue.
Oh.
Hey, Kimmy. Hey, Kativa.
Yeah, we can't see the comments.
We gotta be ghetto and look on our phones.
Right. Ooh, child, the ghetto.
Ooh, child.
We don't know how to look at the chat like on the screen. That would be cool, but we don't know how that works yet.
It's hard to find a good doctor.
Oh, I'm watching. It's a commercial. Let's see.
It's only like 4.
Oh, it's a delay. Ooh, child.
I see it.
All right.
Apologies. Little technical difficulty.
We was in the chat.
Yeah, so I can see the chat now.
Where?
It's like on another. It's like a whole nother like web page that I got pulled up.
Oh, we probably don't have it.
Yeah. But hey guys, we can see you now. We couldn't see you last episode, but we can see you now.
Okay, so who wants to start first with the question? Dana.
I'll go. Oh, excuse me. All right. So let's start. You know, we always try to start light. If you won the lottery, what's your first move? What you buying? What you doing? Just give me the game plan before you hit that big lick.
How much am I winning?
The Mega Millions, a lot of money.
Okay.
Triple digit millions, not $1 billion though.
I think about this often. So, first things first, I'll pay off all my student loans. Like they're out, okay? Second thing, I would break all my friends off a stack or two, you know. And then the rest of the money, let's see, I would invest a little bit. Probably like help my siblings pay off some of their student loans too, and my parents. But like I would invest majority of it. But first things first, yeah, them student loans getting out of here.
Invest it how? Like, what would you invest it in?
So probably in real estate. Like that would probably be my first option. Like just buying shit cash because I have
it. So, next question. You mentioned that you have siblings and you are the oldest. How many siblings do you have, and how do you think being the oldest has molded you as the person you are today?
So I have 3 brothers and 1 sister. I have an older brother, but he's like my half brother, which I mean, you know, of course still counts, but I don't see him as often. So growing up in the house, I was the oldest of my other siblings. And so I think it has definitely impacted just me as a person and who I am, because I've always been like the leader and I've always set the example even when I didn't want to. Like, you know, that's just a role that I automatically had. So like even when I didn't want to be a role model, like I was. So even like, you know, the stupid stuff I would do, like they would do too. But I don't know. I feel like I'm a very nurturing person, and I feel like that comes from having to like be the oldest and always look out for my siblings. But yeah, it's like I like set the bar. So like whatever I do, like, you know, I'm like the first to do it. So I mean, I guess it's a good thing. And I do cherish it. I like being the oldest, and I like, you know, having them like look up to me and depend on me, because our relationship could be very different. You know, like we could have a negative relationship, but we don't. I have a very good relationship with all of my siblings. So I cherish being the oldest.
Hey, y'all, if y'all listening.
I was also spoiled. by my grandparents because like I was like the firstborn. So
Yeah.
like I still get like a lot of privileges that like they don't really be getting. So.
Cause they was old, like.
Yeah.
And you was like, "Ooh, our first grandchild, let's spoil her." And then they kept going. It was like, "Oh, fuck y'all, niggas."
Right. Like, okay, we got time.
Y'all be all right.
It's getting old.
But yeah. I could you definitely, when I think of like the oldest, you definitely embody what the oldest sibling is.
Yeah.
I have other friends who are like the oldest, and like y'all have very similar like qualities. I mean that in a positive way. What's the next question? Okay. So, what would be the name of your biopic, and who would you get to play you?
Okay. Who would I get to play me? I don't know. Wow, stuck me here. So the title of my biopic would probably be Waves.
Ooh.
Oh.
I like
okay, Waves.
Waves. Just because of like when I think of like my life, I think of everything happening in like different waves or in different segments, and like each one is very different, but still like a integral part of who I am. So I think that would be the title. And I don't know, just because I love her and I feel like, she's a little older than me, but I don't care. Angela Bassett should just play all the biopics. She should just play all of them.
Yeah.
So Angela Bassett would play me.
Who would play us? Me and JaVale.
Ooh.
Okay. So JaVale, I think Zoe Saldana could play you.
Okay.
Just because I feel like look-wise similar. You guys
okay.
You could do that. And then Dana,
You can pick Meryl Streep. It's fine.
All right.
I love that white lady. I'm just kidding.
Let's go with Meryl.
Okay. What advice would you give yourself a year from now?
I would tell myself to remain consistent. And it's funny that you asked that question because, like, I think a lot about like where I was like a year ago today, and I was in a very, very, very different like place, like physically, mentally. I think I was pretty much the same emotionally. I feel like, which I guess isn't so good. I have some emotional growing to do, but. But like I just think about the place I was at this time last year and how I didn't see any of this like happening the way it happened. And I had a lot of, I wanted to quit and like change class and change routes and stuff. But I ended up remaining consistent, but my advice to myself would kind of just be a little bit more reassuring. Because like from those experiences, I've learned that everything always like works out. And if you like, just stay focused, you'll get there eventually. So remain consistent.
Sounds good.
Yeah. I'm trying to get my question together. Sorry. Next one. Okay. What's your biggest turnoff? Wasn't ready for that one. You can listen, girl.
Oh wow. So I think my biggest turnoff is closed-mindedness. And then my second biggest turnoff is like somebody who thinks or acts like they know everything, especially when they be like dead wrong. And so I guess that like coincides with closed-mindedness, but I just can't stand that. Like, Yeah, that's like that's a major turn off. Niggas who think they know everything and they don't.
Most niggas just be talking just to talk and don't know what they be talking.
They do. They do talk just to talk. I also don't like this. I guess this list will just continue to be added to. I also don't like when guys try to like size me up, because like, first of all, you can never judge a book by its cover. So you never know what somebody has to offer. So like, of course, we always prejudge people when we first meet them. But like, I feel like I'll try to give you a chance. But like, I've come across some guys who automatically off rip, because they got, good stuff going on, that they try to size me up, and I just be like, nigga, like please. like I really could be sizing you up right now, but like, please.
I'm humble.
So yeah. Yes, like
okay. So what inspires you?
Can I get a little bit more clarification?
What inspires you to do what you do? Whether it be career-wise or like any side hustles you have, what inspires you to follow whatever your dream is?
So, so I think that everything that I do is, of course, for me, but more so to, I don't know, I guess like encourage other people, like particularly, like my siblings and my family, because a lot of the stuff that I am doing, I'm like the first person like in my family to do it. So, like, I just want to inspire people, like inspire other people. So that's kind of what motivates me. But then also like, I'm really big on like finding a purpose, or like finding out like what is your point for being here? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what are you, when you leave, like how did you contribute to the world or to society or whatever? And so I think about that a lot. And so that is like really what motivates me to do what I do. Like, I just want to like impact somebody's life or impact the world in some way, to just like, make it better, I guess.
I wanna leave
footprints on the sand.
That song is always appropriate. We talk about purpose.
It is. That song is about purpose.
Yeah, like even in like what I'm studying and what I do, I really like it because I'm always thinking about like how it affects the world or how it affects society. Because I just feel like if you're not contributing in some way, like, what are you doing? Of course, like, yes, you want to live your own life and you want to be happy and you live for yourself, la-da-da-da. But like, I feel like there's a reason for us being here. So I don't know. That's just how I feel.
Definitely. I feel you.
I get it.
Yeah. Okay. What do I want to ask Aaliyah? Okay, we don't talk about Drake yet. Let's just go into it. So you meet Drake. He has to answer whatever question you ask him. What are you asking Drake? And not about the child, because we don't care.
I wasn't even thinking about that. What would I ask Drake? I would ask him why cameras was not longer.
Girl.
Age-old question.
I would ask him.
That's a very good question.
That's a very good. I need it. I need answers. Because good ones go is like perfect. And
yes. Yes. I'm actually like pretty sad that I can't go to his concert today or tomorrow.
Or yesterday.
Yeah, I'm really sad about that, but I'm trying not to think about it.
What is the biggest thing that has happened in your life or career?
Are these off the dome?
No.
Okay, I was like, you're talented. Go ahead.
Oh no, I cannot think of
Because you seem very like, just natural.
Oh, like no, because I had them written down.
Oh.
The biggest thing that's happened. So I guess the biggest thing that's happened in my life and in my career, I guess they're kind of like the same. So I experienced a lot of failure. I don't think people really know that, because like people always be like, oh, like you're doing this, like that's so great. But like I experienced a lot of failure. Like I've been taking a lot of L's. And so
for real though.
I took one L at one point in my life where I really felt like I like just didn't really know what I was gonna do from there. And so I guess like if people don't know. So like my whole life I dreamed of being a psychologist and getting a PhD and getting into a PhD program. And so like that's kind of like how I planned my life out. And so when I had first applied to programs, I didn't get in. Like I got waitlisted at a couple places, but I didn't get in. And like I had no backup plan. Like, because I'm not a plan B type of person. I'm like, this is what I'm doing.
Plan.
Yeah, this is the plan. So like, when I didn't get in, I was like very devastated. I went through a like stage of depression. Like I really didn't know what I was gonna do. And you know, I kind of felt like, I don't know. You know how like you lose, so then you're like, fuck it. Like I'm just not gonna do it. Like that's just not for me. Like whatever, I'll just find something else. Like that's kind of where my mindset was. But like I said, I'm a firm believer in everything happens for a reason. And so the year that I took off, I ended up working in Indianapolis, and my time in Indianapolis was very rewarding, and it was very well needed. It wasn't like I didn't know that I needed it until like I was actually there, and just my experiences there kind of helped me refuel my passion, and you know, kind of. Well, first of all, I hate working a 9 to 5. Like that's just like trash. So I was just motivated to like try again. And then that's where the, you know, remain consistent advice comes from, because like, I guess like that whole period, not applying again and getting into a PhD program, but just that whole period of limbo, that was probably the biggest thing that happened in my life and in my career, that I can kind of like, I feel like I owe where I'm at right now to that period of limbo, because I felt like I wasn't going anywhere, but I was actually like gaining a lot of tools and a lot of experience that I find myself using now. So like, you know, if I would have gotten in a year ago, I wouldn't have had all of that, you know, in this program. So now I can bring all of that with me. And so, it's really like, you know, now I'm in a really good place. Like I feel really good about everything that I'm doing. So, yeah.
It's crazy how limbo can bring so much balance.
Yeah.
That's true.
Like a period of just like, you just don't know what the fuck going on. Life is just like, what the fuck? You like blink your eyes and you like in like complete content. Like everything's making sense. And you just like, wow, how'd I go from like, what the fuck to, okay, like this is cool.
And then it's crazy like how fast, like when you're in limbo, you feel like it's forever. Like you're not going anywhere. Like, you know, what am I doing with my life? I'm a failure. But then like when things actually start happening and I look back, like I'm like, wow, like that time really flew by. I can't believe that it was really only 6 months ago. But
because it feels like you was in Indianapolis for like 3 years, but you were only there for like
it was like literally like 10 months.
Like, I felt bad because I wasn't able to come back up there and visit, but it was like you really weren't there that long.
No, I was there like literally a year exactly. Maybe 11 months.
Wow.
It's like you moved and you know, I'm gonna get comfortable. And as soon as like you realize, okay, I'm out of here, it was like, damn, all right.
Y'all, I didn't even fully unpack. Like my apartment was not even fully unpacked until I was like hightailing it up out of there.
That's what you needed. Okay. It's my turn, right? Yeah. Okay. What's your favorite show? Because you don't watch a lot of TV, so I'm interested.
So I don't watch a lot of like TV, like live TV, but I do watch a lot of like Netflix and Hulu and stuff like that. Because I actually I have a very strong passion for Netflix because I feel like the quality of television is changing, and I really, really like the direction that it's going. But if I had to pick my favorite show, it's on all time or like right now?
All time. Well, you can do both. Shits and giggles.
Okay, so all time favorite show, I'm gonna say is Sister Sister. Mainly because like I grew up on that show, and like I just like even today if it comes on, I'm watching it. Like I just have such a connection to that show. But right now, my two favorite shows, because it's a tie between them, I have to say, and I know it's so typical, it's Game of Thrones. And I really like The Haunting of Hill House. Those are the two shows that I recently
I've seen that I've seen it on Netflix, and I was like, "This is
absolutely
not me." Like,
so,
I can't even watch Sabrina the Teenage Witch: The Adventures of.
So okay, no. Okay, but this is like okay. So like I'm a very strong advocate for The Haunting of Hill House because it is scary. I'm gonna say that it is scary, but it's a different type of scary. Like it's not that gory, blood, all of that. It's scary, like demonic? Psychologically scary. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's a cross between like, is this a mental illness or like, are you really seeing some shit? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like
that's too realistic.
But like the story is so like, I just value the creativity of how they shot everything and how they put everything together. And just the fact that like, you know, it's no blood or anything in that show, but like I have to watch it in the daytime with the lights on because I'm not going to sleep. I'm not going to sleep watching that show. Like
I don't do demons. So if it's anything that seems remotely like it might be a demon, I'm not doing that.
It's not demons. No.
Do you see like little kids come popping up out of nowhere? You just turn the corner. I don't like jump scares. I don't like it.
Yeah, I don't know how to like describe it without like telling you too much, but I do think it is a quality. It's a quality scary movie. Like that's what a scary movie should be. It shouldn't be this Freddy versus Jason shit. Chainsaw.
Let it go.
Yeah, that shit not scary. Like Haunting of Hill House, that shit is scary.
Yeah, count me out. I can't do scary. The bloody shit, like and then the thing is too, like some scary stuff now, like you said, it's like realistic. It's like it could really happen. And that's like, nah, that's too close to home. I don't.
Right.
Count me out.
Okay. Next question. Do you have a boyfriend or someone special?
Really?
Really?
Really? You know the
like,
answer.
Really?
Like what?
No. No.
It was really simple.
You're petty.
I answered the question.
She could have I asked her a question. She could have elaborated as much as she wanted. She could have kept. I just wanted to see where it was gonna go.
The answer is no.
Next question.
That was quick. Damn. That was a filler. That was like oh shit. You just asked something randomly. Okay, so if you could move to any country in the world randomly and live for a year, where would you move and why?
That's easy. I would live in Amsterdam for a year if I could. Well, really, like, honestly, I could like spin the globe and point to a place and like go there for a year. But like if I had to like pick and choose, it would be Amsterdam. Yeah, hands down. Just because like I really like the feel of the city. And I just really like how clean it is and how like healthy it is and people are really nice there. And then it's just like easy access to other like parts of the continent. So yeah, probably Amsterdam.
Interesting.
And no, it's not for the marijuana. Like everybody asks me that. Yeah. Like every time I say like, oh, I love Amsterdam, they're just like, oh, pothead. And I'm just like, people don't even
judge me not.
Like, yes, it's legal there, but people don't just be like smoking weed all day. Like, because it's legal, like there's a time and a place for people to smoke there. Just like in the US, like alcohol is legal. People don't just be drunk all damn day. Like, there's a time and a place.
And when I think of Amsterdam, I don't even think of it.
A lot of people do.
Like, I do.
It doesn't come. I mean, I know it's legal there, but like, if somebody were to say that, I wouldn't automatically go that way. Yeah. The Holocaust at like that time period. What I think.
Yeah.
There's a lot of like historic stuff there too. That's really cool.
But niggas gonna nig.
Niggas gonna nig. What's the biggest thing that you've learned?
The biggest thing I've learned is that everybody is not going to understand you, and that's okay.
Amen, Pastor Horton.
Because like people don't really like to admit it, but I feel like everyone is really driven off of like, you know, what people think about them or what people say about them. And like, you know, it's something that you constantly think about. And I used to get like really frustrated when somebody would like just like misinterpret me or like make an assumption about me or like think they know me and like say something that I know is like not true. Like it used to really, really bother me. I used to feel like I had to like show them that that's not me or I have to like, you know, like prove them wrong. But like now I really, I mean, like it's something that I think about, but like I don't really be caring. Like everybody not gonna get you, they not gonna like you, and like that's fine. All you can do is like, you know, be your best self, and hey,
you're not gonna be everybody's cup of tea.
Yeah. And I mean, when I really think about it, everybody not my cup of tea, so it makes sense.
Right.
It makes sense.
Hello. Okay. This is my last question. It's not really a question. Oh yeah, I guess so. You can't include people. You cannot include people. Name 5 things that you love.
Wait, repeat that again?
So it's like more so like a scenario. I got this off of Twitter. You know, like Twitter threads or whatever. Basically, not including people. Like you can't list the actual person. Name 5 things that you love.
Okay. This is not including people. Okay.
Yeah.
So I love wine. I love traveling. I really love candles. And this is like weird, but like I really love talking to people and like people that are very different from myself. I just like, I don't know, I just think it's like really cool, like people's perspective and how they form their ideas and like the stuff that makes them who they are. Like I really like talking to different people. And then what is that? Is that 4 things?
Mm-hmm.
I really love long walks in the park.
I'm sorry, that just took me for a surprise.
I do.
Maybe sounds like Cat.
I don't like long walks. I like going to the park.
That sounds like Cat.
I like going to the park. Maybe not long walks, but I like going.
All right.
I wasn't expecting that.
I have 2 questions, but I don't know which one I should pick.
Just go to it.
Because one of them kind of I feel like might have a similar answer to what she's already had. So I'll go with the other one. How do you feel about social media? Your thoughts?
It's a layered question. Okay. So I really, really hate social media. Every aspect of it. I hate Instagram. I hate Snapchat. I hate Twitter. I despise Facebook. And mainly just because like first of all, I feel like it gives people a platform to talk and rant about shit that they do not have the range for. Period. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, period. Like, it's just a channel to spread misinformation. And like, people are easily like, you know what I'm saying? Like, people are just really receptive to like fake shit. And that was like in no reference to like that fake news shit. That wasn't no like.
Oh,
just
that would have been a reach.
Just making sure everybody
stretch.
knows. I wasn't alluding to that at all. And then also I feel like, you know, it's just, so I get a lot of anxiety from social media. And I thought it was like just Instagram, but it's like Twitter too. Like for some reason, just like putting stuff out there. Like I really hate taking pictures and posting pictures. Like I really hate it. And like, a lot of times I hate like tweeting too. And sometimes if I do tweet or if I do post something, I'll like close the app and won't look at it all day because I don't want to see like how fast people are liking or responding to it or something like that. You know what I'm saying? I just don't want to see any of it. So I just like, I won't look at it until like maybe days later and be like, oh, cool. Like a couple hundred people like this. Or like, oh, cool. I got some retweets. Like, but it's just like, I have a lot of like anxiety about social media, and like I'm a poster and a deleter. Like I post and delete. Like
people
I do
used
that
to come to me about that.
Like I don't know. I just really don't like it. I really don't.
I don't get this thing. I don't get the point of posting, deleting. I can see if it's an error, but I kind of feel like, you know what I'm saying, once you put it out there, it's already out there. So what's the point of deleting it?
That's true.
But I think it's like it goes back to that anxiety part. Like when sometimes I'll post stuff and I'll be like, it feels like a part of me is like out in the world, and I start having regrets, and then I'm like, let me just delete this shit so I don't feel like this no more. And then once you delete it, it's like a release. It's like,
yeah.
So it's
even though 300 people already,
it's for myself.
Okay.
I think some people do delete if they don't get like they likes popping or whatever. But sometimes I'll just be like, damn, like this is out here, and I'm gonna keep thinking like it's out here. People are seeing it. I'm like, let me just delete it so I don't even like I might think it's a really cute picture, but the fact that it's out there, it just, I don't know. It's a weird, unexplained feeling.
Yeah.
Because I get it. I was saying it from a perspective like Twitter. I feel like I see people do like these rants. Like they going in. They're like, this is it. X, Y, and Z. This is how I feel.
X
and
plus
then they come back and delete it. And I'd be like, bitch, you already said it. What are you deleting it for? Like,
yeah.
In that kind of like medium, like it's no point in my mind to bring it back. And even if you offend people, like I hate when like celebrities like tweet shit that's like offensive and delete it. Cause like, bro, you already said it. So like you might as well leave it. And the thing is now with social media, once you put it out there, it's already there. So
someone screenshotted it.
Yeah, it's like, it's no, why waste your
energy? Room caught it.
Yeah, like somebody got it. So what the fuck you deleting it for?
Yeah. Social media just like, I think every single day about deleting all my social media. But then I feel like that's extra because then people be like, oh, you deleted all your social media. You know what I'm saying? So I just be like, I guess I just like,
yeah.
People be like, why you haven't posted on Instagram in years? And I'm just like, bro, I don't have anything to showcase.
Number one, why did you notice? That's the
I don't have anything to post. Like, I'm sorry.
I think it's weird too how like we're like one of the only generations who like knows life before and after it.
Yeah.
And it's
it's trippy.
It's so bizarre that like it's a generation, like little cousins and shit I have, they don't know what's life without Twitter and Instagram. Like they don't know what life was like before Snapchat. And it's just like, wow, that shit, I feel like it really fucks with like your brain and like your reasoning.
It does.
Like, how you look at the world.
It really does.
Because it's like, if all you know is like putting your information, just outpouring your thoughts and your personal life, like all you know is give. Nobody understands that, like, okay, some shit is for me. Some shit is private. Some shit is sacred. Like everything ain't for the world.
I be looking at the way like it's so funny that you said we're the only generation that knows life before and after social media, because like I look at how my parents use social media and then how like my youngest sibling uses social media.
It's never the same.
And actually, it's very similar the way they use it. Like,
wow.
Very similar. And I just be like, first of all, why do you have to post every single thing? Like anything that we do, any accomplishment that I make, my parents
so embarrassing
on Facebook. They are showing the world. And I just be like, you do not have to do that. Like you do not have to post every aspect of your life. Like they be fishing for comments. My dad be getting mad that he don't be getting likes on like a picture that he posted. Yes, like Yes, he be calling his peers haters. Yes.
Haters. My mom be doing that too. Like, she saw the picture. Like,
yes. Like, it's dangerous, okay? It is ruining our society.
Parents on social media are terrorists.
I have my daddy blocked on Facebook, and that's how things are going to stay.
Bro, the last time I posted a story, I was just looking through people who had looked at it, and my father was one of those people, and I was just like, why? First of all, why are you following me on Instagram? That's number one. Number two, why are you looking at my stories? Like, why? Like, I just don't see the point. He made a Snapchat the other day, and I said, you have nothing to post. Like, why are you on
mom
Snapchat?
has like a spammy ass, like, secrets Instagram. And I just caught her looking, and she literally looked at whoever this woman, I think it was some celebrity, and like, you know how you can like zoom in on somebody picture? She was doing that. And I sat there and watched her, and she did that for like 30 seconds. Like, I'm like,
you caught your mama lurking.
I'm like, yo.
Mom, what you doing? What are you doing?
Like, I see you.
So,
So, yeah. And I have one more question. What is your philosophy?
What do you mean? Like my mantra?
Yes.
It's cool.
Probably it is.
Yeah.
Like
It is what it is.
it is what it is. Like, yeah. I don't have like an actual like motto, but if I could like summarize it, kind of like what it means, kind of like just go with the flow and like taking things as they come, allowing things to come and to pass. So like, you know, like sitting in stuff, dealing with stuff, experiencing it, and then of course like, you know, letting it take its course and preparing yourself for the next thing. So yeah, like it is what it is. That's it.
Bet.
Shrug.
Well, you survived.
Yes, that was a lot less intimidating than I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah.
Y'all made me feel like y'all was coming for blood.
I mean, that boyfriend comment, I want you to elaborate, but it's fine. It's okay. You can disclose as much as you want on
And also,
the internet.
I respect the privacy of certain people. So, like, I know certain questions I wanted to ask. I'm like, I know you couldn't answer it without, like, putting your personal business.
I mean, I didn't want no details. Like,
no,
I didn't want his name.
But certain questions, like, you know, I knew what she'd be talking about. And it's just awkward. So I was like, nah. Or, like, it. You know? I'm just like, why you go there? You know?
Yeah.
It's like,
y'all
really
y'all already knew that anyway.
So
but I didn't know you couldn't.
Javelle.
You know how your friends, they be like, oh yeah, like she's not dating anyone, she's single. Then all of a sudden you on Snapchat with some strange man. It's like, hold on, like you didn't inform me that you were communicating with anyone.
That is no, you said some friends, that is Javelle. That is Javelle.
You'll be like, yeah, I'm taking me time. Like, you know, I'm not talking to anyone. Then all of a sudden, new bag. Oh yeah, somebody bought this for me. Who, sis? Who?
People, she got flowers on her counter in the back. Who bought you those, girl?
First of all, okay.
Because I know you don't be buying flowers.
I know she don't.
So who bought those?
First of all, I love nature and I love flowers. That's something you should have asked me last week when y'all had a motherfucking chance.
Look at that bouquet.
Beautiful rose.
So y'all, it is now time for the tip.
Oh no, we want to deflect.
We are live. It is now time for the tip.
Oh my God. Ooh.
If you don't know, your first time, the tip is the part where you give your tip at the end of brunch. So here's the part where we leave you with a tip to take with you for the week or for the rest of your life. Who wants to go first with their tip?
Okay, so I'll go first. I seen this, like, you know how shit on Twitter go like super viral and they get like 500,000 retweets and you're like, wow, y'all niggas really believe this shit. So this girl tweeted and she was like, man, y'all really don't get that sometimes it's the principle. The actual situation may not be that deep, but it's the principle, especially if I know I would never move like that towards you. I used to be like that until I realized that everybody isn't like you. And sometimes, like, that's my tip. Like, you got to realize that everybody isn't like you. And that kind of going through life sometimes with that always in the back of your mind, it puts more of a burden on you than the other person. Because you really have to fully accept that, like, everybody wasn't raised like you. People don't have your same principles. People don't think like you. People don't move like you. And that's okay. You can't go through life expecting everybody to be like you and kind of reciprocate that same energy between, like, kind of do the same things both ways. Because, like, honestly, that's not always the case. And expecting that kind of sets yourself up for, like, I don't want to say failure, but it sets yourself up to have unrealistic expectations.
Yeah.
And, like, that's more, and I've learned that, like, having unrealistic expectations, it honestly pulls you back and hinders you more than anything else in the long run. So just accept that, like, everybody like you, sis. Everybody wasn't raised like you. Y'all had different mamas. So just accept that and move on.
Amen.
So my tip, since it's the weekend, since it's brunch hours, I found this. It's not really new because I'm sure it's been out. I just found it, so it's new to me. This new champagne that tastes really good. It actually has like this like hint of sweetness to it, but it's interesting because I don't really like sweet stuff. But it's actually really good, and it's called Verdi. BER.
I see it all the time.
You like that?
I've never had it.
I drank a whole bottle one night and my head was pounding.
See, okay, so this is the first bottle I've purchased. Yeah. And I have only drank this much. But it tastes great. So if you're somebody who don't really like alcohol or don't like the taste of champagne or something, and you like a little sweet stuff, try Verdi. But
it's cheap.
According to Dana, don't take it to the head.
Don't. Listen, do not. I was at Walmart one night, and you be like, oh, let me try something different. And it was cheap as hell, so I tried it.
That's really why I got it, because it was cheap as hell.
Yes, and I
was surprised that it tasted so good for the price.
I drank a bottle, y'all. Like, I haven't had a headache that bad in a very, very long time. And I never bought that bottle again. I was like, wow, even Andre don't do me like this.
Not even Andre.
Well,
just be careful.
Drink a glass in moderation.
It's a sipper.
Drink responsibly.
Yeah.
Okay, so my tip, it's just to you. I don't know what y'all are. People who do hair, people who do lashes, people in the service industry, right?
It's about to be a word.
It's a word. I can feel it in my spirit.
Listen up.
Take your time, Pastor.
Like, you are replaceable. Okay. I'm just gonna give a little testimony, right? I've been going to this girl for my lashes, and I'm about to have to go to her again. But I've been going to her for months, right? And if you're not familiar with getting your lashes done, about every 3 to 4 weeks, you might need to get them filled in because the lashes start to come off with your natural lashes. So some people have certain rules about when they accept fill-ins. Like, some people are like, you have to be 2 weeks. It has to be 3 weeks. My girl, how she was she's like, you just have to have at least 50% of your lashes still on. So I'm able, usually around like 3 to 4 weeks, sometimes even 5 weeks, come back and I still have 50% of my lashes. So I'm good. So she made this new rule recently now that you have to be 2 to 3 weeks. Like, you have to be 2 to 3 weeks to get it, or else you have to get a full set. So I saw that on the website, but I was like, 1, I'm a loyal customer. You know me, you know I'm good for it. And 2, bitch, I'm not paying a full set when I still have lashes on my eyes. The fuck? So I booked for my regular fill-in. Cool. So her assistant texted me. I've been going to this girl for months. I've never seen this said assistant, but her assistant texted me. It was like, hey, Javelle, we saw that you booked for a fill-in at 3 weeks. However, it's been 4 weeks since your last appointment. Would you like me to put your deposit towards a full set?
LOL.
I I was like, so I just sent a picture of my lashes. I was like, yeah,
wait. You took a picture of your eye.
Yes, I was like, I forgot to book. I was like, but I don't need a full set. Please advise. And she was like, she didn't reply back for a long time. And then she was like, I didn't know what she was going to say, but I was fully prepared to be like, well, you know what? She can keep the deposit. She obviously needs it more than me, but I will not be coming back. If I have lashes on my eyes, I'm not paying for a full set. What sense does that make? I'm good, love, and joy. I had it all typed out in my notes. So she came back. The assistant was like, let's say the girl's name is Destiny. She's like, Destiny is willing to do your fill-in at 4 weeks for $15 extra. And I'm just like, y'all so fucking like money hungry. And I'm just like, you know what? You can do but I'm not coming back. And this is just a tip to all y'all out here, especially you guys in Atlanta. Everybody do what y'all do. I can do fucking lashes. I've been trying to do that. Anybody can do what you do. That's what everyone's trying to do out here. So the minute you get beside yourself, you will get left. You will get left. And that's point blank, period. Like,
to the
y'all,
left.
Right. Y'all are not, I don't know what this is once y'all get like a little more clients, maybe a bigger file. I don't know what this is, but it's the same pattern I see with every single person in the beauty industry where you get a little clout and things get ridiculous. Like, don't tell me when I need a fill-in. If you have a set, I know bitches be trying it and be coming in with no lashes. But if your time is 3 weeks, I'm a loyal customer. You know who I am. Why are you trying to get over on me? Because the minute you try to get over on me, like I said, you're going to get left. I'm a loyal customer until I feel like you're trying to get over. And so that's just my tip. Like, don't burn bridges. Don't be like, maybe like when you have new clients, maybe you can be ridiculous like that. I don't know. But if I've been going to you for a while, that's the quickest way to break my loyalty. And I'll never come back. So that's my tip.
I knew you was coming with a word. I knew you was coming with a word.
I'm just sick of it.
It's getting out of control.
It's like, out of control. Like, we joke about it, but it's like
customer service like non-existent for a lot of these girls. Like non-existent.
No, I cannot like. Or you acting like you do me a favor, like I'm paying you. What?
Yeah.
Like, it's an equal exchange. Like, why are you acting like I'm a burden or I'm like stopping your flow? I'm paying you.
And so then it's like, even with like, so I know it's like a lot of these service providers, they'll like have a list posted before you even book with like typing it all caps and exclamation points and underlines.
Right, bolds.
This, that. And I'm just like, first of all, is that any type of way to like treat somebody who's about to pay you their hard-earned money for your service? Like, come on now.
When I see all that, I assume it's going to be a hostile environment when I get there. Like, when I see all them underlines and bolds and exclamations, I feel like if I'm not on my P's and Q's, you going to fucking burn my hair off. It seems hostile. It's not, I don't like it. And a lot of these girls are getting tired of your shit. So
this is not a very good or professional way to do business.
It's not.
Like, people do not understand that.
And I blame some of y'all too. Y'all clout. Like, there's some girls out here who just want to go to hairstylists with the clout. So they want to go to the hairstylist who's like has all these rules and doesn't always accept everybody and stuff like that. And I feel like there's a lot of girls, especially in Atlanta, who want to go to these very exclusive or very hard to get in their chair hairstylists. And I feel like that adds to it. Like, by you paying ridiculous prices, by you being super pressed, you're basically supporting someone. And y'all can spend y'all money with whoever you want to spend it, but it's just like y'all are creating an environment where these people feel like they can do this shit, and it's not. No,
it's not okay.
No, we're not with it. We're not. Let that shit die in 2018. Bad customer service,
lack of professionalism.
Toast to that.
Amen.
Well, that is the end of this week's episode.
I hope you guys have a good Thanksgiving.
Right. I hope you have a good Thanksgiving. We were gonna have a Thanksgiving dedicated episode, but we thought that would have been kind of fat. Well, I didn't have a problem with it. I think we just scrapped the idea. But we hope y'all have a good Thanksgiving or whatever you celebrate. And yeah. Talk to y'all later.
Bye.
Bye.